Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Arcanum Gaming. My name is Richie. Today we're back with some more Flex Disc Golf, and we've got another update for you today. Update notes from June 28th, which was yesterday at the time of recording. So it looks like we've got some minor improvements, fixes here. Let's take a look at it. We've got improved putter accuracy and height of release. That should be interesting to see. Predicted flight path is more accurate. Also nice to see. Fixed tree collision and hitboxes. We'll have to take a look at that because if you noticed on some of the previous videos or if you played the game yourself, we were definitely hitting trees while we were nowhere near them. Added collision to the trees on Coal Stable Ranch. Interesting. I didn't know that they didn't already have collision. Although I do kind of remember there was one or two instances where we flew through a tree. I don't remember if it was on that course or a different one. Leaderboards are now visible. That's good. So we should be able to see our scores on all of the courses. First person mode is improved and allows accurate putting. I didn't know there was a first person mode. We'll have to take a look at that and see if we can figure out how to access that. Speed, glide, turn, and fade apply more appropriately for the lifetime of flight. That should be good to see. We'll take a look at that. The Give Me ring only shows on the active hole now. That's nice. Corrected the erratic XP gains. That's good. I believe I mentioned that in the last update. And then aces now offer more cash. Okay. Not necessarily important since we have quite a bit of it saved up, but maybe in the future and for new players, that'll be good. Alright, and it looks like that's it for the update notes, so we're going to go ahead and head on into the game and check out some of this. I don't think we're going to play Coal Stable Ranch since we did that in the last update. Maybe we'll save that for a future video, except it doesn't look like anything's been changed on that except for the tree collision. So let's go ahead and head into the game and take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So I did just try to record an episode here on the Hollows North because I wanted to showcase that course since it's the only one we haven't on the channel so far. But there's something going on with the lighting. It's super dark. I tried adjusting the shadows and that didn't help, and frankly you couldn't see anything. I could barely see playing, and when I went back and reviewed the video clip I recorded, it was nearly impossible to figure out what was going on there. So instead we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into, let's play Northland. We'll take a look at some of these improved mechanics here. Say the clip that I recorded on the other course, I didn't notice much of a difference in the basic flight characteristics. I didn't try throwing anything on Hyzer and Hyzer though. So we'll check that out and see if that changes anything. I'm just going to pause real quick and reset the graphical changes that I made. Alright, here we are. Let's go ahead and jump into hole 1. We've got 162 feet up there. So at 162 feet, let's throw a mid-range. Let's try the pyro. I don't think I've thrown the pyro before. So this should be somewhat overstable. Okay. I did notice a little bit of fade there. It's good to see. I did also go in and look at the settings, and I did not see anything that explained how to change to first person, so I'm not really sure what the button is for that. Okay. Just looking at our XP bar for a second there. We're at rank 190 now. It still looks like it's going up relatively fast, but I don't know if that's just something left over from the glitches that we had before the update. Alright, here we are, hole 2. Let's go ahead and throw the crave. Okay. That was interesting. That looked like a bit more realistic collision on the rock than we had last time we played. Okay. There's really no way around this tree. We're just going to have to pitch out, I think, back over here. Trying to save the par. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about the first person mode they were talking about, but the putting so far does seem to be a bit more accurate, which is nice. Alright, 243. Let's throw the Wrath. Okay. There's a little bit of fade, not necessarily quite as much as I expected, but it's definitely better than it was. At least I think it is so far. And the putting does seem to be more accurate. I don't know if I'm just putting well or if it's actually improved. I'll have to play a bit more to make that determination. Alright, 150 feet, slightly uphill. Let's go ahead and go with our trusty Crave. Let's throw this on a bit of hyzer. Let's go 4% there, maybe? Okay. That looked pretty good. Somewhat realistic. Okay. Just trying some different buttons now, see if we can figure out how to go into first person. Okay, so K also, oh, there we go. Alright, so it looks like H is the keyboard control to switch to first person. That is nice to know. Oh, and it's not, I don't know if that's considered first person, but that's interesting. Okay. So if we click it again, we go back to third person. Good to know. So H is the button we need. Alright, let's go and throw a mid-range on this. Let's throw the Wombat. See if we can maybe ace this one. Oh, so close. So yeah, that's nice to know about the first person. That'll definitely help with some of those issues I was having getting stuck in trees, especially on this course. Just gotta remember that it's the H button, since there's nowhere in the game settings that explain that. Okay, I'm still seeing this issue with the XP gain. I wonder if that's just something that's carrying over from the last patch. Your mileage may vary on that. Let me know if you guys are playing this game also, if you're having that issue. If you guys haven't checked out the game yet, I would highly recommend it. Again, you know, for the money, it's a bargain at this price. It's currently on sale, it looked like, on Steam for $4, marked down from $5. Early access game, but it's, you know, actively in development. There's updates happening, I wouldn't say constantly, but frequently, which is good to see. Like I said, we've had a major update at the beginning of June and a couple of minor updates like this one since. I only call them minor because there were no new courses or any major functionality introduced, like the player model selection or updates to the disc golf shop or anything like that. Not that there's no content or anything involved in it, because there certainly is. Alright, let's throw the Convict on this one. Give it some hyzer. See if we can throw it in. Oh, close again. After that first episode I recorded, I'm really kind of spoiled trying to get these aces. because I have not had another one since that episode, but I would like to get a third. Where are we going here? Alright, so we're 6 under through 7 holes. Not bad. Only had 1 par so far, which puts us on track to tie our previous score. Our previous best, I should say. We don't want a hyzer. We want to throw this on Anheuser. Alright. Oop. That was way too far. Interesting. Alright, so we're going to approach with the, let's throw the Envy here. Give it a touch of hyzer. And we don't want to overdo it. Just get up there, save the par. So what do you guys think of the game so far? If you've been following along on this channel, or if you've been playing it yourself, you know, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What's your favorite course also? This one is still my favorite. Alright. Hole 9 is a par 3 to 16. Let's throw the Crave again. A little bit short. So before the change to the throw meter, the Crave was flying about 200 for me every time I threw it. Now I'm really only getting about 160, 170 here. Alright, that was a birdie. And I do keep noticing this glitch where you pick up the disc and then it's still showing you the prompt to pick it up in the basket. Minor things, of course, but something to be aware of. Alright, let's throw the Witness here. Give it a touch of hyzer, maybe. And let's try to give it a full send up here. That looked too far again. Favorable tree kick. Kept us inside the circle. Should still be able to save a birdie there. Close. Alrighty. Here we are. Hole 11. I believe this was the one that we aced last time. I think. I don't remember. And that was throwing the Crave, but let's try the Rhythm. I don't think I've thrown this one yet. Oh, it said 256 should be about the flight. Not quite. Looking like, is that 210? Alright, we got 141 to approach. Let's go ahead and throw. Let's go with the Pyro. We're going to give it a little hyzer here. Aim up a little bit high. Okay, and then that went a lot farther than it predicted. So the flight was about 200 and it only showed about 100 on the meter. So you're not sure exactly what's going on with those numbers. Doesn't seem to be the most accurate in the world, but it's definitely, I think it's an improvement. It's hard to tell for sure. The putting is definitely improved. As the basket spits out on me. What is this, a Prodigy basket or something? If you follow any of the Disc Golf Pro Tour stuff, there's been a lot of talk lately about Prodigy baskets. What do you guys think about them? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Personally, I never liked Prodigy baskets. I had issues with them long before it ever became a discussion on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Back when I used to live up north from where I do now, one of the courses I played at all the time upgraded their old Mach 3s with Prodigy baskets, and honestly I hated them so much I would have rather had the old baskets back. I haven't had much experience with a lot of other major manufacturers. I've putted on Chain Stars once, I've putted on Black Holes once. Most of my experience comes from either the Mach 3s or Innova disc catchers, which I think the disc catchers are probably my favorite. I think they're probably most people's favorites in my experience. What do you guys think, though? Let me know. Alright, how do we get around this? Let's throw a big Anheuser with the dart, maybe? Alright, we're putting in the circle. Looks good. Another par there. Alright, we're coming up on hole 14 now. .195, but we're going uphill. Let's throw a distance driver on this. Something kind of slower. It's the Avenger. It's probably the best I got. Let's give it some hyzer since it is an understable disc. We'll see if that actually makes a difference. It would have. It looked like it would have if I hadn't hit that tree. Alright, let's disc up to the Pyro now. Get a little bit of hyzer. Try not to overthrow it, but it looks like we did a little bit. That's okay. Good kick off the rock. And it looks like we're going to be saving a bogey. Par. That should be a par, not a bogey. Yeah, okay. Alright, downhill 321. Let's go ahead and throw the Convict on some hyzer. And that was perfect. Nice eagle. That was an eagle. Interesting. I thought for sure that was a par 3, but I guess this is one of the beginner courses, so it makes sense with the distance. Let's go ahead and throw... Let's throw the Wrath on this hole. Not quite full power, but definitely flew accurately, so that was good, even though I went too far. Switch back into first person, that is actually worse. Okay. It looks like no matter what we do, we're going to hit the tree there, so we got to try and do something funky here. Not quite what I was going for, but we're back out in the open. We're probably going to take a bogey on this one, unless I get a really good putt here. Alright, save the par. Good to see. Alright, 2 holes to play, both par 3s. We're sitting at, is it 7 under? 9 under. Okay. 7 under the front 9, 2 under for the back 9. Because we got a bogey on hole 11. Did we bogey hole 11? That doesn't seem right. 5 throws on a par 4. I'm sure I'll find out when I go back and do the editing, but that doesn't seem right to me. Then again, every other time that I've filmed a video on this and questioned something that didn't look right to me, it turned out to just be me not paying attention. So that's probably what's happening here as well, if history is any indicator. Alright, it should be a tap in par, which it is. Good. Right on the edge of that gimme circle there. And here we are at the final hole. Thoughts so far on this update? I have noticed an improvement in the flight path. I don't know about tree collision. Can't say I really noticed much of a difference. Then again, the notes did specifically say, I guess they did say it was just generally improved tree collision, and specifically on Cold Stable Ranch, which we may check out next time. I just didn't want to play that again after doing it on the last update, so there we are. Was that another 10 under? I wasn't paying attention to the score at the end there, but that's going to wrap it up for this video. I think we did see some improvements. It would be nice to see some improvements in the settings menu on the next update. If we could, just so we could see, like, what the key bindings are for things. Like I said, I had to click pretty much every button on my keyboard before I figured out that H was the way to change into first person. Hopefully we'll see the character selector coming soon, and I believe the next update they're also planning to push out, is it the next 2 courses? Yeah, Palmetto Grove and Grand Monadnock. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Upgrades to the HUD character selection, forehand, leaning, new disc textures, and improved aiming, predicted flight, which that's they've already been working on that a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, have a nice day.